Yo, it's Patrick with Mechanical Toolbox. I got another great tool review. We're kind of going to review a bunch of the same tool, but I'll give you the specs on them, my experience with them over the last couple of years. So first of all, we are reviewing the Knipex Cobras. Now these come in a bunch of different flavors. I have right here, let's look here, they come in millimeters, I think, but I'm going to tell you what they are in inches. 12-inch model, 10-inch model, and the 5-inch model. So these are currently the ones that I keep in my bags. I carry 2 sets of everything. A lot of people think that's a little bit overkill. I like to have 2 sets of every tool just for backup purposes. But these are great tools. In fact, these are the first love of the kind of the fancy tools. So a friend of mine, a guy named Bondo Bob, actually, he bought me a set. I think it was actually the 7-inch model that he bought me. So none of these, but I got all my tools stolen one day, so I don't have any more. But when I replaced it, I bought a whole new set of these, and these are just so awesome. The one thing that I did get, if you notice, these are the chromed versions. I kind of feel like plumbers should get the chrome version. If you're an HVAC guy or an electrician, you get whatever, but we're constantly using stuff in the water, so I like the chrome versions, and Knipex does offer a lot of their tools in chrome, so they don't rust. My other ones got surface rust. These ones do not. I mean, I don't think I've seen any rust on these. I imagine this little galvanized bolt will rust someday, but I'll wait for the sirens. We're at the shop. It's always lively here at the shop. So if you haven't used this type of, water pumps or dogs or whatever you want to call them, channel locks, these are going to be operating on a different level, in my opinion, of use. So forever we used here at the shop, and just growing up, we used Channel Lock, that brand, Channel Lock brand. And they are a flat jaw, not dogging on Channel Locks, but so they're a flat jaw. And I kind of always felt like when I used a set of those, it was almost like a grip contest. You're squeezing as hard as you can, because the moment you're not applying seriously positive pressure, your channel locks are going to slip, and then ultimately you're marring up the pipe. There's a bunch of reasons why I really didn't like them. I also feel like the channel locks have a shorter face on them, so they don't grab quite as well. Part of my concern about these before I owned a pair was, channel locks does make kind of a pipe-shaped jaw, but it isn't the type of jaw that I really found myself wanting to use. It's got it's got more of a 90-degree turn to it, and I've never really been a fan of that model. If I'm going to use channel locks, I'm just using their standard channel lock. I don't know what model it's called, but these ones, they are kind of the best of both worlds. They have, if you look here, we're looking at basically a coarse teeth in the middle, and then we have these micro teeth, and you can grab stuff, little stuff, all the way back here on these little tiny teeth. I don't know if you can see that here. And these things, they open up really, really wide. They can grab, you can do a lot of work with this. It opens up a lot. And these little things are like my favorite toilet bolt, installers. I love these little things. They work great for when you need something really small. They make smaller versions than this, and these things are great. Again, though, they get pretty big. You could throw this thing easily on a 1/2-inch iron pipe if you need to get somewhere tight and use it. These are an all-star tool, in my opinion. These are a must-have tool. A lot of the tools that I review, I feel like are kind of like Gucci tools, and you can get things done. An Allen set is kind of an Allen set. There are better versions, but I do feel like there are certain tools that kind of change how efficient you are or how just pleasant your job is. These are one of them. I don't imagine I will ever not have a set of these in my bags as long as I can, afford to have a set, I guess. These things, if I had to throw all of my German tools away, I would keep my Cobras, and I would keep my Knipex. I don't know what they're called. The flat jaw, the flat jaw, basically versions of these. And those two tools are game changers. You'll see a lot of people use these tools all over the place. You can't go wrong. These things are sick. Get the Chrome version. I get all my stuff off KC Tool. So, you know, head over there to KC Tool, check them out. I can't remember what I paid for these. They're not cheap. They're not crazy expensive. I don't know. I want to say, maybe these were 60, 70 bucks. I really don't know. But they get pretty affordable. You can get them in packs. They also have them on Amazon. But these, you know, if I could go back in time, would I get this exact same size? I might actually leave out the big set, the 12-inch set. You know, generally if I'm needing these, I might just pull my pipe wrench out. But pretty much anything below this, I'm definitely using these. I do wish I had the size in between here. This is the 10, this is the 5, the 7. I think that is the 10, the 7, and the 5. I do think that's probably your trifecta. And if you have room in your bags to pick up the 12-inch ones, they get bigger. I mean, these things get enormous. So, you know, it comes down to real estate, how much you want to spend, you know, how much space you want to, you know, take in your bag, and what exactly, you know, your niche is. But for me, I haven't even thought about ordering different ones, just because I can do all things that I need to do with these that I would normally use a pair of channel locks for. That's the short and skinny. Again, check them out, KC Tools. The part numbers on these real quick. We're going to be, on the big ones, we're going to be 8703300, 8703250. It's getting pretty consistent here. 8703125. I assume those are millimeters. The 125, the 250, and the 300. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you guys in the next excellent mechanical toolbox review, and hopefully it'll be soon. Later. Bye.